this movie is hitting a lot of points, and a lot of people are pulled to watch this over and over because of that. It's not something that you never seen before, experienced before, and you should not have an opinion on it.
All right, as a man,
if Sammy could eat some sweaty box for 2 miles, he could have a little spit. Okay, I'm just saying. So I don't know it, but if Sammy could eat hot coochie, sweaty coochie, a little bit of drool, then what's
a little bit of
a little bit of spit that you're slopping anyway? Yeah, it's just the way it was presented. You didn't like.
I guess you know what, you're right. So moving on to the next,
lust.
What a transition! What a transition, ladies and gentlemen.
You've guessed it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so lust. Yeah. Who did you say for lust?
That hoe that got the hot coochie.
Hot box.
What was her name? Hot box, literally. Her name was Arlene. She was at the bus station. Jesus. But you know what I'm saying? You play with that and toy with that little boy and was like, don't bite off more than you can chew, and then you let him eat the whole cake. So
that was
then
crazy.
To me, it's like,
crazy.
You know,
eat the whole cake. I like that. That was slick.
The whole cake.
Okay,
slurped it up, licked it up, ate it up.
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah,
and he was like, I want it out the box, right there. I don't.
Fresh off the press.
Okay.
All right.
Honorable mention, Stack.
Yeah, for Stack and Mary, we got to keep them as a couple because they both kind of. Because I'm saying.
I mean, we're going to give them, they're going to be honorable mentions for a lot of stuff because they are the problem. Let's be clear. They are the problem. They are the issue and the reason all of this. Togetherness.
Oh, my goodness.
You know
hilarious.
What?
You know what? The toxicity.
The toxicity.
You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to call them out for their toxicity within the black community. You know what's so funny is that when you mentioned Mary and Wrath, it made me feel, what's that saying? Hell has no fury like a woman scorned.
Correct.
And that was kind of her embodiment. Because, like, we discussed it before. Like, did she go for Stacks because he was the closest one and the easiest one to get along? Or did she go for Stacks because subconsciously she kind of still harbored and she, like, low-key, she was, like, her objective is to make everyone a vampire. But, you know what I'm saying? She wanted him first to be, like, you know, to keep him. She couldn't have him in life, so she wanted him in death. You know what I'm saying? So, Wrath is a good. I never thought about her as Wrath.
You know what I'm saying? He sold out his community, point blank period. Because why is it acceptable 1 minute to accept your community's wooden dollars for opening night and 30 cents on the table instead of 50-cent whole, and then you all of a sudden in a 2-hour span or hour span or however long the party is, this white hoe come convince you because you ate her cooter out or whatever, and you get excited or whatever the fuck, so you can get a quicker buck when you just told your brother, you and Annie was like, these are hard-working people. It's just hypocritical. That's what it is.
So the thing about it is it's a perfect representation of the problem within the black community is we have black-owned businesses and we are always looking for the quick dollar and we don't necessarily, like you said, go for the long dollar, which is staying in the community, keeping that money in the community, not letting any outside influences affect the community. Because check this out. I went to HBCU. The school started getting more sponsorships from corporations. Now, this helped definitely to help construct new buildings, but then their influence, right, their advertisements, now they're starting to encroach more on the campus. They want a kiosk in the cafeteria. They want, you know, their food to be the only food that's served at the football games. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's a trade-off. So, who would be Sloth then?
Cornbread ass was behind on his quota, okay? And he had his pregnant wife out there barefooted. He don't respect black women. Straight up.
Oh my God.
Straight up. He don't respect himself. All right, look at him, Cornbread. You don't respect him.
Yeah.
He fell short on his job. He had one job to do. Not let them in. Guard that door. I feel like Envy was the vampire. Remick is an amazing actor. Okay.
He was, yes. He did his thing.
But we were talking about envy, and he was envious of obviously not being let in, being let out, and being alone. And also he wanted the source, the root, the history. He wanted to be a culture vulture, and he was.